Hey guys, this is just going to be a quick video and we're just going to be unboxing and taking a quick look at a book I got in the post today. The book is called Masters of Anatomy Book 4. It's the first in the series that I've got. I believe this one is female poses and I draw a lot of pin-ups, so I figured that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so let's see if I can get this packaging off. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Shiny. Pretty cool cover. Fairly basic. Okay, so there is actually a little bit of text in this. I didn't know if there was any text or if it was all just fully images. Unless that was all of the text. I actually recognise this model. I'm sure I've seen him plenty of times on art websites. So as mentioned already, this is actually female poses specifically. I think it's a mix of sort of sketches and more finalised line art. And obviously I'm not going to go through every page. I'm just going to skip through these so that you can have a quick look. But I just wanted to give people a quick idea of what's in it. And this is my first look at it as well. So the first few pages are looking quite random in how it's organised, in terms of filled with sketches and line art on the same pages. I wasn't sure initially if it would have half the book as sketches and maybe another half as poses. Finished line art, I should say. So there seems to be some pretty cool poses, especially if you draw like superheroes or superheroines. These poses look like they'd be ideal for that. And one thing I remember reading online before I ordered this was apparently the idea behind a lot of this was that you could take some of these sketches and combine two of them together, let's say, upper body and lower body, and create your own pose. So I might give that a really quick try at the end of the video. Obviously you would have to find suitable poses. They wouldn't all just work with one another. But as I say, we'll test it. There's quite a lot crammed into each page, which is pretty cool. Because obviously the more that's in it, the better. If there was only one on each page or something, you wouldn't be getting as much out of it. So it's not exactly an instruction book, it's not really a tutorial book or anything like that. I would say it's more reference. And I mean, most people wouldn't recommend using other artists' work as reference because, if they have made any mistakes, you would pick up those mistakes as well. So I guess we're kind of putting our trust in this artist that they haven't made any mistakes, I guess. Probably quite good for finding inspiration, maybe if you're struggling with poses, maybe just good practice just to try and sketch out some of these poses quite quickly. One thing this book might be really good for is maybe if you've drawn out a pose and you can't figure out a certain bit of it, maybe you're getting a little bit of it wrong. If you can find something similar in this book, it might just help you push past that wall a bit. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Quite a lot of up in the air poses. Like jumping and things like that. That's always pretty cool. It's quite difficult to find photo reference of stuff like that sometimes. Pretty interesting ones there. Okay, so they're kind of going on to maybe gymnast, contortionist type ones, which is pretty cool. That is just kind of freaky though. So yeah, I think that's probably more than enough of a look. I don't want to show too much on camera because it's not really fair on the people who make the book. So I only draw really light in pencil, so these are not going to be overly clear. But I've drawn 3 really quick sketches. They're pretty terrible, really. I am aware of that. Please don't judge me on it. So the idea was I just wanted to draw a quick few out. I picked a random page to work from. So I used these 2 poses. I was originally just going to do this upper body with this lower body, but I'm not sure if the perspective would work. So I also drew out this one here, and I'm thinking I'm going to use this lower body here and stick this on one of these, probably this one. I don't usually draw in real time on camera because I'm just so slow at working, so I might even speed this up if I'm taking too long. And a few quick things I just want to note since the bit I recorded before. Even just drawing these 3 poses, I feel like the book probably has more to offer than what I made out a second ago. If nothing else, I think it would work out really quite effective as a warm-up for poses. I think you'd get some really good ideas from it. You obviously wouldn't learn detailed anatomy, but you would learn some important landmarks and things like that. And it would probably, for me personally, just help me come up with some poses that I would never have thought of before. So if I spent time every day just drawing out all these different poses, whichever I fancied, I reckon it'd be really helpful for building up a visual library so that when it comes to drawing without reference, you can just draw some really fantastic poses. And again, please don't judge me on how bad these drawings are. I'm trying to keep this really quick. I'm trying to keep them as sketches. I'm sure the perspective and proportions are going to be off. So let's just say this is a quick minute or two warm-up sketch. So there is our pose that we've come up, which we've combined this one and this one. Complete honesty, the ones that I've chosen haven't worked out perfectly. There's definitely something usable within the two, and it could be a good exercise to actually practice that. But there's definitely something off with the legs, especially this one, in this relative to this torso. But for the sake of this video, I am going to leave it at that. So my final thoughts, or my first impressions, I guess, are that this book is actually really good and has a lot of value to it. But it is really expensive for what it is, and there are better books for learning from. Again, this is more to be used for reference, but depending on how you look at it, you would learn more from photos instead of looking at someone else's work. I guess it's all down to opinion. Hopefully there's been enough content in this video for you guys to make up your own mind whether you think it's worth buying or not. So yeah, that's it. If you guys did enjoy the video, please do hit that thumbs up button, leave me a comment below, and be sure to hit subscribe for more content. And let me know what other videos you guys want to see in the future. I have tons of art books if you guys want quick looks at those. Thanks so much for watching.